everyone, my name is Yola, and today we're gonna read Franny K. Stein 7 book, The Friend Date. And today we'll start it at chapter 3 and then reading at chapter 6, okay? And now, are you ready for this one book with a lot of stories? And now here we go. And first you can read the Franny K. Stein Scientist, The Friend Date. Chapter 3, let's get this party started. Mrs. Shelley was Franny's favorite teacher all the time. Franny's earlier teachers hadn't really understood her, and it's difficult to learn from somebody that runs screaming from the classroom every time you walk in. But Mrs. Shelley was most never afraid of Franny and usually had something interesting to teach. And Franny paid close attention, and Mrs. Shelley had begun to write that day lesson on the blackboard. For a moment, Franny was so thrilled that almost shouted. It looked like Mrs. Shelley was writing electricity, along with tremors in nuclear power. The brain normal electricity power was one of Franny's favorite subjects. But Mrs. Shelley flourished writing. Franny could see that she wrote an election, which she was compared to electricity sounded pretty damn boring. An electrician was people to build in the person that whoever spawns them, that organized them to have necessary laid on them. Mrs. Shelley explained, "Will be electrician or president of the class." And Franny perked a little. "Can this president tell everybody to do or punish them obviously?" Franny asked, while she quickly sketched out a few ideas of doing she could build a school for a purpose. "Well, maybe not some punish, but the president can help determine something, the rules and the class and the president and that people usually look up to. And I suppose that president does tell people what to do," Mrs. Shelley says. And Franny smiled. "Maybe this wasn't so boring. So I want you to decide who wants to be the president of the class." Mrs. Shelley countered. "People who want to be electricity are calls and the candidates. If you want to be in candidate for a president, you will need to tell us why. But the class will be sharing these ideas a week long. May the best man win." And Franny smiled to herself. It was more like may the best friend win. Chapter 4. Some people wouldn't know a good idea if the comrade cowered down their throats. Their idea is so brilliant, so she was sure soon as the kids hear them, they could elect her president of the spot. And Franny have drawn some nice drawing. Brain electricity array for kids that aren't small enough, and big bottles to scarf a noisy kitchen. Robots that will make sure you eat a healthy lunch every day, and a chalk that explodes you writing a wrong answer. As Franny was explaining how wonderful exploding chalk will be, and began to realize that kids are not electrocuting her on the spot. They weren't updating. They wasn't even smiling. There were just one kid who had she went up the plants up all the time, scaring as up to night down again. And Franny was amazed that when Percy started talking about a new playground experiment, 3 kids cheered, but when Alexandra talked about a lesson homework, 5 kids have operate. And just Percy and Trusla knew actually was to say in the group excited if Franny was going to win this electrician, who will knew that she had given to the class what it wanted. This was going to take more than a few really imposters. Chapter 5, Pleasing all of the people all of the time, simple enough. Franny started papering on visible things that her classmate liked. Oh, girls like kittens, she says, and then the boys seem like to enjoy soccer. Everybody likes candy, she says, and Iger rented 2 big bags of chocolate bars, and I think they like clowns, and they like clowns, do they? She says Iger. Iger shrugged his shoulders, and Franny had been tossing everything into her on the computer. Most mad scientists have won, the puppies and crayons and balloons and cake, she commanded. Iger handed her one after another. Franny began to grin, and now we automatically combined them, and all that is left to a president into a class. And Franny pressed a button in the air and filled with an incredible armor of kitten marbles and pushing the clown's combs. Oh, I think Franny is taking a lot of presents for the classmates, and Franny thinking about the nice things classmates liked and loved. So it might be a very nice present for the classmates. And now it's chapter 6, and tomorrow we started at chapter 6, and we are reading at chapter 9, okay? And now, please thumbs up my YouTube if you like my YouTube, and bye-bye everyone, and have a nice day. Bye!